What's up guys, it's Dominic Chambroni, aka the Shoe Surgeon. We've teamed up with Farfetch to create a series of tutorials. My team and I will be showing you some techniques I use to become the surgeon. Everything from deconstructing an Air Force One to using materials around your house.
What up guys, my name's Neil. I'm the Director of Schools here at the Shoe Surgeon. Today I'm going to be teaching you the basics of deconstruction. I'll be doing that on this Nike Air Force One low, as well as going over the anatomy by showing you the components. Alright, so if you want to follow along with me at home, what you'll need is an Air Force One. You'll also need seam ripper, EXACTO knife or craft knife. You can use this if you don't have a seam ripper. Scissors, and a marker. This way you can label your components as you take them apart. All right, so let's get deconstructing. The first thing we're gonna do is remove the Strobel board. So with my seam ripper, I'm gonna open up a couple stitches, placing the seam ripper in between those red pieces of thread. Once I can fit the scissors in, I'll go ahead and start cutting. Now that we have the Strobel board out, we'll begin deconstructing the shoe component by component. A little tip, when you are taking a shoe apart, you're going to want to start with the components that are at the top. So what that means is, if you look at this heel collar, this has a heel tab under it, and it also has the swooshes under it. So we need to, in order to get to the swooshes and the heel tab, we're going to need to remove the heel collar first. And what I'll do to start that is I'm going to take my seam ripper and begin to pick out a couple of stitches from the top. If you are deconstructing a shoe so that you can make a pattern, you want to try to keep the integrity of the pieces, don't stretch them and move them around too much. Now if you don't have a seam ripper at home, you can go ahead and use an EXACTO. The one major difference when you're using an EXACTO knife, it's very easy to accidentally cut through the leather and damage it. Again, really doesn't make too much of a difference if you're not planning to pattern the shoe. Alright, so now that the shoe's been fully deconstructed, we're going to get into the exterior components of the shoe. I'll go over them with you one by one. We're going to start off with shoelaces. Then, moving to the tongue. Next, we have the toe box or the vamp. Now, we have the toe cap, also known as the mudguard. Then we have the lateral medial quarters. The lateral quarter is found on the outside of the foot, and the medial quarter is found on the inside of the foot. Next, we have the outer heel counters. And the heel collars sit above the outer heel counter. The collar is often finished on the inside with foam or another soft material to add comfort to the ankle. Now we have the eyelet row. Next, we have the heel tab. Then we have the swooshes. Here we have the heel collar or mustache. Lastly, we have the sole of the shoe. This component is made up of a soft cushion midsole with a hard rubber outsole that provides traction. Now we have the internal components of the shoes, starting with the toe puff. This thin TPU material provides structure to the front of the shoe. Next, we have the interior lining. Made from a soft mesh material, this component covers the seams on the interior side of the shoe. Now, we have the collar foam. Then we have the internal heel counter, made from a thermoplastic material that molds to the heel of the shoe to provide protection and support. Next, we have the insole, made from a soft foam for additional comfort. Lastly, we have the Strobel board. This flat piece of fabric closes the shoe upper to prepare the shoe for being soled. Alright guys, there you have it. You learned a little bit of the basics of deconstructing a shoe, as well as the components of this Nike Air Force One low. Take that knowledge and get creative. See you on the next episode.